सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। Page 24, verse 14. योगेश योगविन्यास योगात्मन्योर्गसम्भवः निःश्रेयसाय मे प्रोक्तः त्यागः सन्न्यासलक्षणः। Uddhava requesting the Lord to advise, if I am not coming along with you, what I have to do here? Without me, you can go there, but without you, I cannot stay here. Bhagavan can go there to Vaikuntha, but bhaktas to stay back without Bhagavan, it is difficult. Therefore, Uddhava is feeling so much inside, I am not able to live alone without you. Hey Bhagavan, what I have to do here? That too in this Kali Yuga, which is full of problems. You yourself mentioned that there are so many adharmic people are going to come into this world in Kali Yuga, and among those people living and mixing with that people is not good also, you are telling. Then what I have to do? Then Lord Krishna advised the highest Vedanta. May you live in a detached manner. Leave all of your relations. Go away from them. You go and stay alone. Develop Vairagya. Move in this world like a Parivrajaka sannyasi. Give up all your desires. Give up all your relations. And move all over without any attachment. You continue your life. Then Uddhava feels this advice is so difficult. Advice Bhagavan has given to me. It is not so easy. Then Uddhava felt inside, which is not possible, such an advice. What am I going to do that with that advice? It is not possible. Therefore, he is going to request Bhagavan, please suggest me some other alternate method. Whenever people have problems, in a letter writing also, first they write for formality's sake. How are you? Are you fine? I hope everything is fine. They write like that. From second paragraph onwards, they start. Their personality come out. Formality over, later their personality come out. Means what? Problems. They write their problems and they talk about other problems and all. Like that here also Uddhava, for formality's sake, he is praising the Lord. Yogeshya, Hey Bhagavan, Yoga Vinyasa, Yogatman, Yoga Sambhavaha. This is for a formality, praising the Lord. The next line you see what he is telling. He is enumerating his problem. What is that problem? You are talking for my good only. Nishreyasaya, for my moksha sake only you are advising. I know that. You are my well-wisher. Nishreyasaya, for my well-being, for moksha, for my sake, me proktaha. You have advised. You have given a suggestion to me. Because I have asked you, you are giving the suggestion. Proktaha. What is that suggestion you have given? Tyagaha. Renunciation. The most toughest thing is renunciation. Dropping is difficult. Holding is easy for people. For dropping is difficult. Sannyasa ashrama is very, very difficult. If sannyasa ashrama is not meant for Vedanta study, after taking sannyasa, if they are not doing scriptural study, suppose anyone, any sannyasi anywhere, if they are not studying scriptures and that sannyasa is empty, it is empty sannyasa, void sannyasa, that sannyasa is more problematic than grihastha-ashrama. That's why sannyasa ashrama is designed mainly for scriptural study. This is what Paramarthananda Swamiji often emphasizes. Often he emphasizes, even though after taking sannyasa, people, those sannyasis are doing many things except studying scriptures, teaching scriptures. According to Shastra, sannyasa ashrama kept only for one purpose, renouncing everything and dwelling upon Brahman. To dwell upon Brahman, one has to dwell upon Shastra. To dwell upon Shastra, one has to renounce all possessions. Without renouncing all possessions, obligations, responsibilities, mentally renunciation is not there, especially they are not fit for, or they are not able to grasp the Vedantic teaching. Possession and renunciation cannot go together. What is the reason? The reason is very, very subtle. In Mahavakya Aham Brahmasmi Jnanam, I am Brahman, that Jnanam comes only when you drop your lower nature Ahankara. The lower nature Ahankara, inferior I, you have to drop. Ego. I am, I, that I-ness to be dropped. When I want to own up my higher nature. Which higher nature? My higher nature is free from sorrow. My higher nature is free from birth, death, disease, old age. My higher nature, which is free from sorrow, old age, birth, death, it is free from all problems. That higher nature I have to own up in Brahma Jnanam. That has to take place. If I don't want sorrow in my life, I have to own up my higher nature. What is the condition? If I don't want sorrow, I have to own up. To own up that higher nature, I have to drop this ego, ahankara. Dropping ego or ahankara is called renunciation. As long as I have ahankara, I-ness, I am so and so, that individuality. That individuality is of two types. Functional individuality, strong individuality. Individuality means Vyaktitvam. Non-angara Vyaktitvam, individuality. And the individuality is called Vyaktitvam. I am so and so, that individuality. If it is functional for livelihood, survival sake, if I have, no problem. That functional individuality is not harmful. But as we are using the functional individuality for survival of this body, as we are using the functional individuality for survival of this body, what we do? We go beyond functional individuality and we develop aham mama. We develop a lot of likes and dislikes. We develop a lot of abhimana. we develop lot of raga dvesha, we develop lot of attachment, and we develop a lot of possessiveness. Because of these developments, any growth is problem in the body, Any growth, extra growth in the body is problem or not? Doctor asks, go to biopsy and solluva. Extra growth in the katti madri edavadhu vanda enna? Immediately biopsy na. Why? It is unnatural. It is unnatural, any extra growth. Bad example. What to do? I have to give. அப்படி சொன்னாதான் இப்போ புரியும் இந்த காலத்தில். சரி, எக்ஸ்ட்ரா growth in the body anywhere, it is dangerous, harmful. Similarly, other than functional individuality, as an individual, I do my duty with given role. Up to that, no problem. In this given role, when we are doing without our knowledge, knowingly or unknowingly, we develop all extra growths. Extra growths in possessiveness, likes and dislikes, conditioning, lot of attachment, lot of demanding, commanding upon people, upon society, upon all other things. We develop more and more ragadvesha abhimana. That is called extra growth. So extra growth is harmful. Here also this extra growth of individuality, all problems in the family, society is because of this extra growth. Possessiveness, ragadvesha, conditioning, lot of abhimana, lot of mine, ennudayadu, angara oru abhimanam. அது எவ்வளவு வளரணும், fast, how much fast it grow na. Within no time it grows. Even you cannot cut it easily. That is called tyagaha. This extra growth of individuality, dropping alone, is called tyagaha. That alone Krishna asking, Uddhava, drop that. Tyagaha. That is what he has advised. If when you do that tyaga, you are eligible, qualified to own up your higher nature. With that higher nature, if you move in this Kali Yuga, with these people, nothing will disturb you. It is like a shock absorber. Wearing shock absorber and work with that electricity, nothing will happen. Correct? Wearing the shock absorber, that some gloves he wear, rubber gloves, and he does a lot of things, electrical works. Nothing happened to that person. Without that extra gloves, if he touch that, what will happen? Udane close all. Similarly, whole Kali Yuga, this world is like electricity. Whole world is like every relation, any sort of interaction is like an electricity. Shock adikkum. Maamiyar enna, husband enna, narthanar enna, ellame. Sometimes husband to wife, wife to husband also. Afterwards, children to parents, parents to children. Every relation is like a electrocution. Idella electrocution. Sometimes big shock, sometimes small shock. Idu onnu vandende irukku. How to be free from this shock of this electrical universe, interaction universe? Simple. Wear tyaga gloves. Tyaga gloves you have to wear, not to hand, not to the body. Tyaga, renunciation, dispassion gloves to the mind, in the form of understanding your real nature. For that sake, you have to develop first dispassion. Then only that higher nature, original nature, power, Shakti you will get. For that sake, it is a rehearsal. This tyaga is a rehearsal. Drop slowly, gradually. Physically you cannot drop. Physically you cannot drop. Even physically you drop them at home, you carry them in the mind. Is it not? Sometimes we drop them. Nowadays I am away from them, Swamini. I am staying separate room, they are in separate room. But they are in your mind. In the mind room they are staying. We are carrying them. If you have such a carrying mentality, the incidents, people, all experiences, carrying all the time. In the Switi Uddhava Gita class also sometimes, I carry what happened in the family, 10 o'clock, 10:15, 10:30, that also I carry. Where is Tyaga? That carrying the mind, all experience, that is the cause for mental disturbance. Why can't you drop them? Therefore, hey Uddhava, drop that attachment, relations, possessions, everything, and live like a parivrajaka. Internal sannyasa is important. External sannyasa is not the criteria. Even a grihastha who is a householder can live in the family like a sannyasi. That is possible. People have to say, enna sannyasi madri nee enna kandikkamale nu sonna, aha ettha naalukku indha title vandadu enakku and aananda padanum. Ama they think like that. They talk also. Manasukulla namakulla nama santoshama irukanum. Appa itta naalukku vandadu indha maadhari. That internally I am detached. I do my job, but I don't show any raga, dvesha, attachment. No possessions, no expectations. No expectation from anyone. Only sannyasi can live without expectation. When I am living in my family without any expectation, without any conditions, without any likes and dislikes, am I not a sannyasi? I am a sannyasi only. Suppose a person wears saffron clothes, ochre robes and having lot of possession, a lot of possessiveness, lot of conditions, lot of likes and dislikes, a lot of expectations from people is having. Can you call him or her as a sannyasi? We cannot call them as sannyasi. So true sannyasi can be decided by not the dress. True sannyasa, true renunciation is not decided by the dress. True sannyasa, renunciation is decided by the mind setup, mental setup. Your mind set decides you are a sannyasi-like person or householder, holding the house, housekeeper, holding the house in everything holds. Sannyasa means samyak nyasaha, properly renouncing mentally. That is called sannyasa, remember. Renouncing the expectation. Renouncing the expectation. That is the best sannyasa. That is what Lord Krishna meant sannyasa. But Uddhava is not able to accept that tyagaha sannyasa lakshanaha. The sannyasa renunciation of the nature of dropping everything you have advised me. For my sake, for my well-being, for my moksha you have advised. But he says next, what his personality comes out now. What is that? Verse 15. Tyagoyam dushkaro bhuman kamanam vishayatmabhihi sutaram tvai sarvatman abhaktairiti me matihi. Now Uddhava says, Hey Bhagavan, it is very, very difficult to renounce. Dushkaraha, Tyagaha dushkaraha, Sannyasaha dushkaraha. Sutaram, very, very difficult. Very, very difficult. He is addressing Lord Krishna as Bhuman. Hey Bhuman. In Chandogya Upanishad, 7th chapter is called Bhuma Vidya. Brahman, Nirguna Brahman, name is given as Bhuma. Bhuma means Nirguna Brahman. Uddhava addressing Lord Krishna as Bhuman. Without knowing the meaning, he cannot address Lord Krishna as Bhuman. What is the meaning of Bhuman? Bhuman means pure consciousness in which there are no triputis. Pramana, Prameya, Pramata, Triputi, Rahitaha, Bhuman. Sve Mahimni Pratishtitaha, Bhuman. Who is supported by himself, not supported by anything, that is called Bhuman, where there is no perceiver, perceived, perceiving. Yatra nanyat pashyati, nanyat shrunoti, nanyat vijanati. Sa Bhuma. Sanat Kumara tells to Narada in Chandogya Upanishad, Hey Narada, you want that jnanam where there is no sorrow. You want that? That is possible only in Bhuman, in Nirgunam Brahma. What is the nature of Nirgunam Brahma? Bhuman. In which state of mind na anyat pashyati, na anyat vijanati, na anyat shrunoti sa Bhuma. Where you don't see anything other than Brahman, where you don't hear other than Brahman, where you don't think other than Brahman. Therefore, that Bhuma must be Advaitam. Non-dual Brahman only must be Bhuma. Non-dual Brahman only must be Bhuma, where there is no possibility of second entity. Where there is no possibility of second entity, that is called Bhuma. That Triputi Rahitaha, Pramana, Prameya, Pramata Rahitaha, knower, known, knowledge, three are not there. Only the consciousness is there. Triputi is not there. Pramana, Prameya, Pramata, not there. Knower, known, knowing is not there. Hearer, hearing, hearer, heard, hearing is not there. Seer, seen, seeing is not there. Triputi is not there. When Triputi is not there means even that Triputi is there also it is mithya. Triputi is not there means therefore I close my eyes. I don't want to see anything, I don't want to hear anything because Nanya shrunoti na bhuma. Therefore let me close my eyes. Let me close my ears. You need not close your ears. You need not close your eyes. Even while seeing also you can say whatever I am seeing is not Brahman. With what eyes they are seeing, they are not Brahman. Instruments are not Brahman. What I know is also object is not Brahman. If you understand, there is no Triputi. Knowing Triputi is mithya is called beyond Triputi. Understanding this Triputi, hearer, heard, hearing is mithya. Seen, seer, seeing is mithya. Only vyavaharika satyam. If I understand and continue my interaction, you are a Brahmagnani. Therefore, you need not run away from your family members. Stay where you are happily and say all of them are nothing but Brahman. That is what Triputi Rahitam Bhuman. Hey Bhuman, Kamanam, first line Bhuman. Next again he addressed Sarvatman. You are the inner self of all beings. Sarvatman, you are the inner self of all beings. Second line in the middle, Sarvatman word is there. You are the Sarvatman, inner self of all beings. What you are advising for me, that Tyagaha on all objects, it is Tvayi Vishayatmabhihi Tyagaha, Ayam Tyagaha Dushkaraha. We can take second line later. First line we will see. Hey Bhuman, Vishayatmabhihi Kamanam Ayam Tyagaha Dushkaraha Bhavati. Vishayatmabhihi. For people who are all having things and beings, Kamana means things and beings. Vishayatmabhihi, they are attached to all the things and beings in the world. Kamanam Vishayatmabhi. Here Kamanam means not desires. Kamanam means objects. Vishayatmabhihi. Kamyate iti kamaha. Desires of those objects who are all having attachment. Atma means mind. Whose mind? Vishayaha eva. Their minds are occupied with all objects. For them, ayam tyagaha. The tyaga which you have described in the previous sloka, that is Vishayatmabhihi means Vishaye Atma Antahkaranam Yasya Saha Taihi Vishayatmabhihi, whose mind is dwelling upon sense objects. They are called Vishayatmabhihi. By them, by those people, Tyagaha, renunciation is very, very difficult. Dushkaraha. Then second line, He Sarvatman Abhaktaihi Tvayi Abhaktaihi. Those who are not having devotion at all. There are two types of people, Bhaktas and Abhaktas, devotees and non-devotees, Astikas and Nastikas. Astikas are called devotees, Nastikas are called non-devotees, Abhaktas. Bhaktas, first line is for Bhaktas. For Bhaktas itself, where you are devotees, they themselves cannot drop these Vishayas, objects. They cannot do Tyaga. What to talk of Abhaktas? Sutaram Dushkaraha. For them, very, very, very difficult. Second line, Sutaram, word is used. You have to supply another Dushkara in the second line. Abhaktaihi Tvayi. Abhaktaihi, non-devotees, those who are not having devotion upon you, those who are not having devotion at all. Bhagavanu, bhakti, puja, dhyanam, japa, tapa, adella, they don't like, they don't want. You know how many people are there, abhaktas in Tamil Nadu especially. Nastikas, many people are there. Tvayi abhaktaihi Sutaram Dushkaraha. Very, very difficult. Sutaram Dushkaraha ante, it is impossible for them to drop. For Bhaktas, it is very, very difficult. For non-Bhaktas, it is impossible. That is why when children are not having God, puja, bhakti in their life, they can never drop attachment for these anatma, worldly pleasures. They become addicted to these worldly pleasures, worldly attachments. Bhaktas, those who are having worldly pleasures, attachment is there, but one day or other they can drop. If bhakti is there, slowly, when maturity comes, slowly they reduce their attachment for material, anatma objects. Non-bhaktas, irreligious people, they can never drop. Impossible. Kaseda kadavulada. No kadavul. Kase alone kadavul. For them. Dollars only. Always thinking about dollars. That alone is there. Because irreligious people. They never go beyond us. The skin deep attachment. Skin deep attachment na theriyuma. Dehabhimana. Full and full Dehabhimana. Even they don't go beyond that. Prana, mind, emotions. Emotions ella jantanai. Emotions, love, affection, no. They don't go up to that level also. Only skin deep attachment. Only physical body attachment. Abhaktaihi sutaram dushkaraha. What? Tyagaha. Very, very difficult. Almost impossible. For irreligious abhaktas, non-devotees, this renunciation of attachment towards worldly objects is impossible. Sutaram dushkaraha. Me matihi. This is my opinion. Uddhava says. This is my understanding. This is my opinion. This is my idea, view. Therefore, what I have to do? Tyaga is very difficult. Give some other alternate method. Some technique. How to do this tyaga. Next shloka. Now the meter is going to change. Like in Bhagavad Gita also, Karpanya doshopahata svabhavaha pruchhami tvam dharma sammudha chetaha. There Arjuna surrenders, recognizing his helplessness. Hey Bhagavan, Sishyasteham shadhiman tvam prapannam. I am your Sishya, you please teach me whatever is good. Is go on asking, surrendering to the Lord. Sharanagati. Whenever help is required, seeking help, taking help from others is called intelligence. Dayananda Swamiji says, whenever you require some help from others, take help. Don't say, I don't want anyone's help. It is false ego. It is called false ego. I don't want to take anyone's help. Some people say like that. It is unintelligent. It is foolishness. It is known as false ego. What is intelligence? Take help when you require from others. Therefore, Uddhava also recognizing his helplessness. Therefore, he is going to become a disciple of Krishna. He is asking, please teach me. You alone teach me how to renounce. Krishna said, renounce everything, go as a parivrajaka. Go as a parivrajaka. Krishna said, how to become parivrajaka? How to renounce? Adi kuda neeye teach pannu. You teach me how to renounce. How to do tyaga. Teach me a method, a technique. What type of me? You know how I am. I am so attached. I am a weak-minded person. I am having lot of abhimana. So that much easily I cannot do tyaga and all. You teach me how to do. Idi paadungu. Suggestion only you have asked. Lord Krishna gave suggestion. Now after that, how to follow that suggestion? Tell me. This is called taking help from the Lord. Uddhava didn't say, napoit vare. You said tyaga, no? Then I'll follow. After going home, he cannot follow. It is difficult. That's why intelligently he asked, tell me how to follow that tyaga. And Bhagavan knows how to follow that tyaga. He only knows. Otherwise, how can he prescribe? Therefore, Bhagavan, you tell me the technique. He is asking here. It's a turning point. Now he is becoming a disciple. Soham mamahamiti mudhamatir vigadham Tvanmayaya virachitatmani sanubandhe Tatvanjasa nigaditam bhavata yathaham निगदितं भवता यथाहं संसाधयामि भगवन्ननुशाधिभृत्यम्। Very important, nice shlokas where Uddhava is becoming a disciple. He says, Vigadhaha mudhamatihi aham. I am, Vigadhaha means immersed deeply. I am immersed deeply. Vigadhaha. Where? Soham mamahamiti. Saha aham. I belong to that person. Mama. Mamahamiti. That person belongs to me. That person belongs to me. I belong to them. Tvan mayaya virachita atmani sanubandhe. Sanubandhe means with bharya, putra, putri or patni, anubandha, relations. Anubandhena saha. I am always looking at my son belongs to me, I belong to my son. I look at my daughter belongs to me, I belong to the daughter. If I look at my wife, oh, my wife belongs to me, I belong to the wife. Sanubandham, that is called Sanubandham. It is the first relation. Wife, husband, then daughter, son. Adhikapram, appa, amma. Adhikapram, tata, pati. Adhikapram, mama, atta. Go on in expanding relation. That is why you see the photos at home. First your photo irukum. Adhikapram kutti, rendu kutti irukum. Rendu kutti. Daughter, son. Adhikapram, amma, atta, appa. அதுக்கப்புறம் grandfather, grandmother, அதுக்கப்புறம் ஆண்டி, அங்கிள், எல்லாரும் பெரிய போட்டோ இருக்கும், நிறைய போட்டோஸ். உத்தவா புட்ஸ் இன் ஒன் வேர்டு, இதெல்லாம் பெரிய போட்டோ. சானுபந்தே. I am attached to those my family members. Why I am attached to them? Because of your maya only. Tvan mayaya virachita atma. Because of your maya only this body is given. Therefore, tvan mayaya, by your own maya, virachita atmani. Atma means here body. Virachita means that given body. This body is made out of maya. Whose maya? Your maya. Hey Krishna, because of your maya only this body has come. Because of this body only I am related to my wife, children, and my father, mother and all. Therefore, I am related to them because you have given me this body, because of your maya. Now you tell me how to renounce. You only gave the body. Because of this body only I have developed ahankara. Because of this body only I have related to my wife, children and all. Now you only tell me how to come out of this. Tvan mayaya virachita atmani sanubandhe. I have developed a lot of mineness, I-ness. Soham, mamaham. I-ness and mineness. Therefore, what you have to do now? Yatha aham anjasa nigaditam bhavata samsadhayami. Please tell me, how can I follow your advice, tyaga, samsadhayami? How can I put into practice that tyaga? Samsadhayami, samyak sadhayami. How can I accomplish that tyaga, that renunciation? You please tell me. What? Nigaditam tvaya, whatever is uttered by you, whatever is advised by you, whatever is suggested by you, nigatitam bhavata. Tvat. Tvat means that renunciation. In previous page, previous verses, you said renounce everything. All relations you renounce. Go away and walk over all in this earth, and you said. அது எப்படி சொல்லு? How to do that? Anjasa sadhayami. immediately, soon I can follow that. Hey Bhagavan, Anushadhi, may you teach me. Anushadhi, hey Bhagavan. Therefore, world dependence you drop, you have said. Once world dependence means WD. Okay, WD and world dependence drop. Lord Krishna asked, then what it means? You depend upon me. God dependence. GD. GD and God dependence. I want to use short terms. Regular use world dependence to God dependence to self-dependence. So I don't want to use full expansion of the sentence. I want to use WD to GD. GD to SD. WD to GD to SD. Once Bhagavan asked to renounce all relations, attachment you renounce. You attach to that Lord who is an embodiment of detachment. God dependence. You attach to that Lord who is an embodiment of detachment. Patraga, Patratran, Patrinai. Don't ask me further. I don't. I am not well versed. Patraga, Patratran, Patrinai. Catch, attach to detach. Attach to detach. Guru dependence, Shastra dependence. When you drop those dependence of worldly people, worldly objects, you must have some support, some adhara. Without that support, if you drop them, problem. As you are renouncing or detached yourself slowly with the people, then you have to develop attachment towards God, Guru and Shastra. GGD. God, Guru and Shastra. GGD. God, Guru, Shastra. Later you drop them also. When SD. When SD comes, GD dropped. When GD comes, WD dropped. So to catch GD, drop WD. To catch SD, drop GD. Puriyartho? Nanna puriyar Swami. Drop pandrathu kashtam. Puriyarthu kuda paravailla. Aasai arumingal, Ishanod ayunum, aasai arumingal anna enna artham? Idudane. Drop even for God. And Bhagavan, ennude kadavul. Until you come to Shastra, self-dependence, hold on to God, Guru. That is called Sharanagati. Surrender. Seeking help when you require. Mudhamatihi I am. Uddhava says, I am deluded. I am so much attached to my family people. That tyaga, what you said, anusadhayami anjasa. As early as possible, soon I want to follow that. Please give me the method. Anushadhi. Shas dhatu, anushadhi. Shadh dhatu. Shastram kama shas. Shastram, why I have to hold on? Shasanat trayate. Shastram. Scriptures, Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, Upanishads, Shastram protects me by commanding me. Shasanat trayate. Teacher, Guru is one. Guru dependence you require because Grinati Atma Tattvam Upadishati iti Guruhu. What is the meaning of Guru? Guru means weight. Another meaning of Guru is weight. Romba weight irandana Guru anartha. Here, Anushadhi means may you teach me. Once you teach, I become a student. You are my teacher. You are my teacher. Vasudeva sutam devam kamsa chanura mardanam devaki paramanandam krishnam vande jagadgurum. You are Jagadguru. You please teach me. You are my teacher. Indirectly, Uddhava giving the post of teacher to Lord Krishna. Hey Lord Krishna, you are my teacher. Anushadhi. Teach me. Who teach? Teacher only teaches. Whoever teaches is a teacher. Is a teacher. Teacher anna people think lecturer anna nanna irukku swamini. Kanisa professor or lecturer an sollano, teacher anna nannave illa. Puja Swamiji never like the word preacher, lecturer, that and all not correct exactly. The teacher is the right word. In our Shastra, we love to use the teacher word. The teacher is one who teaches. The class. I don't say this is called a discourse. My classes, we say always class. You are a student. You are not a listener. You are not a listener. I am not a preacher. I am not preaching you. What I am doing? I am teaching. That is so many years. Regularly class. Throughout the year. Even summer also. Vidamate. So, this is called class. People feel class poriya. In the vayasula poi class poriya. Just to go for lecture, discourse. Enna varuvanna onnume varadu discourse lo. You get inspiration, but not knowledge. There are people who give discourses. There are almost 99% of people who are all talking any hall, anywhere, they are all discourses. Therefore, we don't want any AC halls for classes. We don't want any publicity, big publicity, too much people coming and all not required. Classes anna eppadi varva? ஒரு கிளாஸ்க்கு எத்தனை பேர் இருப்பான்? எத்தனை பேர் இருந்தா நல்லது? Suppose your child goes to the class, 70 students are there, and the teacher எப்படி சொல்லி கொடுப்பான்? 100 students are there, how she will teach? 30 பேர் இருந்தா நன்னா இருக்கும் இல்ல? 20 இருந்தா இன்னும் நன்னா இருக்கும். ஏன்னா நான் என்னோட குழந்தைக்கு நல்லா சொல்லி கொடுப்பான் அந்த டீச்சர். சொல்றோமா இல்லையா? And our children goes to the school, there should not be many students in the class. ஏன்னா teacher cannot focus. எப்படி? நம்ம போற கிளாஸ் மாத்திரம் அங்க யாருமே வரதே இல்லை. அந்த கிளாஸுக்கு ஓன்லி 20 பேர் தான், 30 பேர் கூட வரதே இல்லைன்னா எப்படி சொல்லலை நான். I have never said this. First time I am telling. See, now logically you have to think. When there is eye-to-eye contact and teacher talking and explaining the word-to-word meaning, it is possible only when there are minimum students. It is not just mass. In mass, you cannot teach. That's why in TV and all, it is not a class. In the TV also the Bhagavad Gita is going on, Bhagavatam is going on, everything is going on. Can you call that as a class? It is not a class. There you cannot smile like this. There you cannot respond. அவர் இன்னொன்று பார்க்கலையே. In TV, some people say, Swamini, every day morning I start TV, Bhakti channel. He is looking at you. That speaker, he is looking at you. No. You are looking at my expressions, I am looking at your expressions. And I am looking at you, you are looking at me. It's a class. Anushadhi, please teach me, hey Krishna. It is not by email or phone or internet. Okay. Directly first you have to listen from the teacher. Anushadhi. Who am I? Bhrityam. I am your servant. Arjuna said there, Sishyasteham. I am your Sishya, he said. Now he says, I am your Sevakaha. I am your servant. Bhrityaha aham. I am your servant. I am surrendering to you. You teach me. Hey Krishna. Next verse. Satyasya te swadrisha atmana atmanonyam atmanonyam vaktaramisha vibhudheshvapi nanuchakshem सर्वे विमोहत धियंस्तव मायये मे सर्वे विमोहिततयस्तव मायये ब्रह्मादयस्तनुभृतो बहिरर्थभावा The Anushadhi is a lot for grammar students. It is a lot Madhyama Purusha Ekavachanam. Shastu Shishtam Shasatu Shadhi Shishtam Sishtam Sishta Shasani Shasava Shasama Shadhatu. Now he says, what you have to teach me? That also he is telling. You have to teach me what? Satyasya te swadrisha atmana te satyaswarupam. Sadguru, you are my guru. Guru ko before Sadguru they use. Satguru enna theriyumo? Sat existence, pure existence. Whoever teaches about pure existence of Brahman, nature, is called Satguru. If you write in English, Sadguru, adukapram nee padichana thaniya poi Sad Guru. S-A-T-G-U-R-U, Sadguru. Suppose you write S-A-T and Guru separately, Swamini said S-A-T and Guru. Sat Guru. Sitting Guru. Sitting Guru, I don't. That's a problem. Agada, direct listening is important. Sat means existence. The one who talks about Sat, the teacher who talks about Grinati, Guru Grinati Upadishati, teaches what? Tattvam, Atma Vidya, Sadvidya, Satvidya, Brahma Vidya. Sat means pure existence. Satyasya. Atmanaha means yours. Buddha says, yours. Satyasya te tava. Te tava atmanaha. Te atmanaha. Your Satyaswarupam you have to teach me. Satyasya. Not only that. Swadrishaha. Chaitanya Rupam also. Swayam Prakasha Rupam also you have to teach me. That means you teach me about Sat and Chit. Clear that? You teach me about Sat and Chit. What is that Sat and Chit? Te Atmanaha. Yours. Te Tava Atmanaha. Your real nature. Your real nature. What is that? Sadrupam and Chidrupam. You teach me. Sridhar Swami comments upon that beautifully. Sadrupam, Chidrupam is your nature. You teach me about that. Uddhava asks. Then, if you go to any Bhagavatam class, that Bhagavatar won't teach this way. Okay. You are Paramatma, Satyaswarupam, you teach about you. All the Satyaswarupam, relative truth they talk about. Maximum. But it's very difficult to understand that Satyaswarupam, relative truth, they need not talk. Satyaswarupam, Atmaswarupam, Chaitanyaswarupam, Swadrishas, Chaitanyaswarupam, Atmanaha means Paramatmanaha. You teach me Atmanaha for me. Atmanaha is one Atmanaha is for me. Another Atmanaha is Te Atmanaha. Your own Atmaswarupam, Satchidrupam, Anushadhi for me. Atmanaha for me. Why you don't tell me, hey Krishna, hey, I told you only what way you have to live. Tyagena. That is my job is over. Appadinu solli Krishna poi go and learn from somebody. And sonna, go and learn from some Maharshi. Some Maharshi, some Acharya, you go and learn. Krishna may say like that, suppose. Before that, Uddhava says, other than you, there is no one, a great teacher. You are the greatest teacher. Tvad-anyam vaktaram, anyam vaktaram. Hey Isha, there is no other teacher other than you. Vakta means teacher. Or you can take that Swadrisha also. Just I am interpreting. Swadrisha, Sridhara Swami took as Swadrisha means Swayam Prakasha Chaitanya Swarupam. That interpretation also you can take. I am taking another interpretation also. That also you can take another interpretation. Ante equal to you, Swadrisha. Equal to you, there is no another Vakta. Swadrishaha Vaktaram Anyam. Na asti, na achakshe, na anuchakshe. Nanuchakshe is there. Na anuchakshe. I don't see any teacher like you. Swadrishaha, like you. This is my interpretation. Okay. Swadrishaha anyam vaktaram na anuchakshe. I don't see any other teacher equal to you. Sollalamilyo. Here Krishna, there is no, I don't find or I don't see or I cannot see. Na anuchakshe. I cannot see. Swadrishaha anyam vaktaram. Equal to you, like you, I don't see any other teacher. Vaktaram Isha, oh Lord, I don't see anyone. Why? Even Vibhudeshvapi sarve vimohitadhis tava maya ya ime. Even Brahmaji, Indra, Varuna, Vayu, Agni, all these devatas, these are all embodied people. They are all having weaknesses. They have got ahankara, mamakara. I don't want them. You only my teacher. Adella, appudu sonnanu. Like Nachiketa said, hey Amadharma Raja, you have to teach me. I am not going. You are the best teacher. You are the greatest teacher. Appudu sollanu. Appudu sonnada Guru solluva. Praising, how he is praising. Vibhudeshu api means Brahmaji. Even the gods. Vibhuda means Brahma, gods. Even gods, sarve vimohita dhiyaha tava mayaya. By your maya, they are all deluded. They are all exalted souls only, jivas. They are all deluded by your maya. Ime brahmadayaha tanubhrutaha. Even this Brahma also. Chaturmukha Brahma also. Uddhava tells, to praise Lord Krishna, he brings down even Brahmaji. Brahmadayaha api, even Brahmaji. Why they are inferior? Tanubhrutaha. They are very embodied ones. They are having body. Maya sahita shariram they have. Krishna shariram Maya ka appar pattarade. All other bodies are within Maya. Therefore, Brahmadayaha tanubhrutaha. Not only that, Bahirartha bhavaha dhiyaha. Their buddhi always going external objects only. I don't want them as teachers. They are not equal to you. You are only my good teacher. You only teach me. Very nice sloka. You see how these are all very important slokas, turning point where the teaching is going to begin. How Uddhava became the student, then Krishna is going to be pleased. Next, one more sloka also is there. We will see that in the next class. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.